everybody, this is the Wikstrand. So, when it comes to casting decisions, it is very, very important to your movie. For instance, if they would have casted the correct people for Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets, that movie would have been really, really good. If they would have casted anybody else in the movie The Hitman's Bodyguard, that movie would have just felt a little bit flat and a little bit uninteresting. And if they would have casted anybody else than Anna Kendrick as the lead in A Simple Favor, this movie would have just been a little bit forgettable and a little bit bland, but she was able to elevate this movie severely. I wouldn't necessarily say that she saved this movie or anything like that. She just made this movie so much better because of her involvement, her endless charisma and her absolutely amazing charm. She was able to get this character who, if she was played by another actress, could have been a bit annoying and we wouldn't have cared for her at all. But in the very, very careful and gorgeous hands of Anna Kendrick, she was able to transform her into a character we not only cared about, but that we absolutely loved, and we really, really wanted her to succeed in this movie. But let's find out more about A Simple Favor. This is my review of that movie. So Stephanie, played by Anna Kendrick, she has this blog called Hi Moms, where she, gives out recipes and suggestions and tries to, help people in all sorts of ways. And she takes it upon herself to, fix parties and stuff like that. And she, tries to be a good mom and all that good stuff. Through her elementary school, she meets Emily, played by Blake Lively, in my opinion, a very, very overrated actress who wears expensive designer clothes and drinks martini as other people drinks water, and seems to be on a path of self-destruction and self-loathing. They become friends, and one day she just vanishes. She vanishes without a trace, and Stephanie refuses to believe that, she had just abandoned her son. There must be something else that goes on here. So she starts to, conduct her own little private investigation regarding Emily's disappearance. And we'll see where this one takes her, and we'll see what happens to her. And as I said in the intro, Anna Kendrick really, really makes this movie work, because she's just so likable, and we just want to follow her on her little journey. And we just want her to succeed so badly. We want, everybody to be happy. But of course, there's going to be a couple of bumps in the road until we get to the very, very good finale of this one. The thing is that the story wasn't that good, and the plot always seemed to get in the way of, that something interesting would happen. And this movie was kind of struggling, but because they had Anna Kendrick, she was able to elevate this movie from what would else, I think, would have been a kind of middle of the road, kind of bland movie, and she turned it into quite a little excellent piece of cinema, especially when it came to the third act, which was really good. This movie is the best when it is more skewered to the mystery thing, not the thriller aspect of the movie. And when it is just a mystery, it's a very cozy little movie. As a thriller, it doesn't really work as well as it wants to, and as a dark comedy, it struggled to really function as it should have. But it is a very memorable movie, and I love the way this movie wraps up. And it also does not need a fucking sequel, which I haven't seen as of yet, but I will eventually. Then I will give you my thoughts about that eventually. But A Simple Favor is a movie that was surprisingly good, mostly because of Kendrick, but it has pieces of brilliancy in it. And if this movie would have been a little more of a clear-cut dark comedy with thriller elements, I think this movie could have been even better. I think that the book probably focuses a little bit more on some aspects of the characters and some details that this movie kind of omits. And apparently it has a very, very different ending to the whole thing. And what I have understood, I like the fact that they chose a different ending than what they did in the book. If you've never seen this movie, I really recommend it. It's a solid and very, very entertaining movie with characters you really, really care for, and you're not quite sure where we're going until you get to the final part of the movie. And the chemistry between Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick is great, and we have a bunch of very, very good side characters, but it is really Anna Kendrick's movie through and through. A Simple Favor gets a very, very solid 70 points. Without Anna Kendrick's involvement, I'm afraid this movie would have struggled to even pass through 50, but she's able to drag this thing into a very, very good success. So have you seen another Simple Favor, the sequel to this movie? What do you think about it? Comment below, and I'll see you next time from, well, so-and-so reviewing, well, such and such. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.